a strong region, but we don't want to hold up Europe either because we all want to see those StarCraft games. The top right here in the blue, he is Alpha X's. Nice.
Down here in the bottom left-hand side in the red, he's getting that comeback train going. He's revving his engine and letting everybody know he is not gone yet. In the bottom left in the red, it's Haas.
Has he got what it takes to win 2 more maps in a row? I think so.
Speaking of EU, by the way, Skillers vs Goblin is going to be the first match of tonight's EU. So a PvP and kind of the vein of these two. Maybe not as wild as the Taiwanese players, but with Goblin there, you never know what you're going to get.
And they're going to be ending the broadcast with Cyril against everyone's favorite Terran practice partner, Sol. It's going to be cool. Cyril already looking pretty good in his group. I don't think he's lost anything yet.
Well, here we go. Both players looking to get over there, scout each other, potentially block each other's expansions. Nice going for a bit more harass. While Haas doesn't even look up the ramp, is like, no expansion for you. That's all I care about.
Yeah, full on scout for both players. Can't really block probe scout, so unless you go for a full wall, which no one really does. So you're going to just have a look here. You're getting a bit of a pylon count. I like that some Protosses will just like put a pylon like out on the edge of the map at this point to put the fear of God into them. And it's like, oh, there's a third pylon missing. Where is it? And really it's nothing. It's just a pylon.
It's kind of funny. These guys want to scout each other so early that they're like, no, we can't take a detour for that. Like, we gotta go scout straight away, right? This focused on like, you know, a bit of that's like the B tier misdirection, you know, that's the like, oh, you know, it could be this, but these guys like you do that, you know, your other guys finished his Nexus first by the time you scout, and you're like, oh no, it's too late. Like my fake pylon does nothing, his Nexus first is a big play, so there's so much more of a rush to get the information between these two and to also like deny each other's expansions and potentially counter those fast expansions as well. So double Stalker pops out for Haas. Double Adept for Nice. Nice is going to gather a bit more information, whereas Haas is going to go for the delayed Adepts coming out after that. And a Stargate for Haas.
All right. Adept into Stargates here for Haas. Now, Stargate, obviously, tons of utility. Very, very good against Robo stuff as well. If Nice did want to go in that direction. At the moment, Nice just seems to happy to plop down that Nexus and play a little bit more on the conservative side. Going for the Pylon in the natural just to see what gateway unit's coming out. 4 Adepts against 2 Stalkers. Easy hold for Nice.
And Mass Adept coming in. Oh, look at that. Actually does a recall. Okay, like, he could have run that one away and not actually lost the Stalkers, but I guess didn't want to get too bruised. And yeah, if you go for these 6 Adepts, I mean, and you're expanding and probing the whole time, Haas, of course, has been a bit greedier so far, already up at 28 probes, but his Nexus is much later, so it's going to kind of balance out. But these Adepts represent a very big wave of pressure, and that can be incredibly hard to hold on against.
As the Nexus gets closer here for Nice, obviously a lot faster than Haas's. The Adepts are going to make their way across the map. You don't make this many Adepts just to sit around and appreciate the scenery. It's to try and do damage. You can bust through a wall in, honestly, with this many Adepts. It's a well-placed shield battery, actually, for Haas in the natural. I like this one by the ramp.
It is, and he's making Adepts, which are going to be good for killing the enemy Adepts, but they're also very vulnerable targets, being light units. So the thing is, Nice is going to try to run in and potentially even just kill that shield battery. With 8 Adepts, shield battery can't out-heal this. Like, he can just get on top and start one-shotting Adept. Oh, he's going to let that finish. Oh my god, Haas is in trouble.
Yeah, he needs to overcharge shield battery here. He brings in the Phoenixes to try and assist, but no way are those Adepts going to hold that line. He's in.
Yep, already taking out all of the Adepts. That's 5 Adepts inside a mineral line here. They're going to start focusing down a lot of these probes. Haas forced to evacuate.
He certainly is, and Nice with a nice worker lead back at home as well. Continuing to exacerbate that lead, killing more and more probes with these Adepts, and 2 of them even escaping to tell the tale. The Phoenixes hopefully can put a stop to that. Oh, only one of them's got a lift.
Not even.
Not even.
Seconds away from lift, actually. So these Adepts, if they want, they can go back in, but I think they're just going to go home and... There's a Prism on the way. Going to try and use that to ferry some more units into the base. Stalkers are out. It's kind of been a while since I've seen Phoenix as an opening in this matchup, and I think Haas is going to be a little bit sad. You do not want to be behind in economy when playing Phoenix like this. You want to at least have your kills put you at least a couple workers ahead, because these Phoenix, they're not going to be good in frontal engagements later in the game. They've got some utility, but they're not a reliable fighting unit.
Yeah, and it's single Stargate Phoenix as well, so it's not like the production's out of control. It's not like there's going to be 8 Phoenixes in the mineral line anytime soon for Nice, at least not for the next few minutes. And how much does Haas want to lean into this? In fact, you see this Robo get plopped down, more pro production. He is starting another Phoenix here, but I would be surprised if he continues Phoenix production all game long, but I guess you got to do something to try and take an edge.
The counterattack is going to be a 4 Adept attack from Nice. So Nice is going to warp in 2 Adepts on his left. He's also he got 2 Adepts from earlier waiting behind the 3rd, and he's going to hit both mineral lines. Knowing most of the units, the Phoenix are on the other side of the map, it's going to be a really powerful move. I love the idea of this, and I think Haas might just lose 10, 12 probes here. This could be massive.
Could be, could be. In comes that Prism with the Adepts. They're in. Backline getting evacuated. Good reaction there from Haas. A recall as well back home. I think those are the Phoenixes.
Yeah, good recall, good recall. He's going to pick those up. Already has lost a couple of probes and a ton of mining time. Minimizes the damage as well as he possibly could have, though. And forces that Prism. You got to recall that Prism, mate. You can't leave that there. Uh-oh. Don't be throwing that Prism away. Nice. Lazy play.
He goes for the recall, but it might be a little bit too late. Oh, it's close. Damn, that thing lived with 10 hit points. My God.
And he cues it to go down the right-hand side of the map. He's like, I'm going to keep going in with it when your Phoenix are on my side of the map. So it's really annoying as the Phoenix, because you know if you catch it, you'll kill it, but they're just taking advantage of going around the edges where they can. And Phoenix taking a little bit of damage here. It's a big blink follow-up for Nice. Meanwhile, Robobay and Forge on the way. Haas, knowing he's a little bit behind, he's going to try and get up into probably Colossus play by the looks of it.
Yeah, Phoenix Colossus would be cool. That's a unit comp that's not bad, and I would like for him to go like a little bit more Immortal heavy, maybe a little bit more like the Roddy build.
One Phoenix goes down.
Blink. Yeah, loses their Phoenix, unfortunately. Phoenixes are deceptively expensive, so it does suck.
They own this before less than a Void Ray. Otherwise,
and they do now.
They are, yeah. And of course, costing a bit less gas as well, but not as expensive as their bigger cousin, but definitely a much more mobile, faster pumping out unit that still is costly and wants to grow up and get out of control. Colossus, second Robo on the way. Phoenix Colossus, yeah. Oh, a funky style. Very good defensively, but the Stalkers are already making their way across the map.
It kind of feels like a giant ball of Stalkers beats this. If you just go Phoenix Colossus.
If you've got 3 Immortals on the ground, it can really hold on with shield batteries. But right now, there's only 1 into Colossus. There's so few supporting units. The Phoenix aren't here. They've got no lifts anyway. They can't really help out in this fight. Oh, Desperation Gateway is trying to wall it off, but look at that. Jumps
blink.
on the Immortal.
Oh my God. Jumps in the Immortal. It takes a few shots to go down, but it may just be enough here as Nice's army is about to expire those force fields and advance on. Big blink forward there to get that Colossus. If the Colossus goes down, Nice is on easy street. Oh my God, that Colossus takes quite a few more shots off.
Nice shot, 3 volleys on the Robo as well. A few bits of Miss Micro here from Nice. I mean, it's a lovely attack, and being decisive is the way to go, but a few moments of Miss Micro there, and does manage to clinch it out, but you can see on Nice's face, he's a little bit...
Nice is actually starting to hit back pretty hard with his harassment as he showed on Pillars of Gold. Let's see if Reventicide is any different in the bottom right here, looking to try and tie things up and take it to the ace match. He is Haas.
And up here in the top left-hand side of the map, representing Alpha X, it is Nice. It's nice.
It's nice. I actually would like to get the Cyril interview from Valencia. Was it? No, Jönköping 2017.
Yep.
It was in that grand final against Neeb.
Yeah.
And that was the legendary "It's Nice" interview, and just voice clip that so I can have it on like the Elgato Stream Deck when introducing Nice in a tournament.
Yeah, we should actually just use that line. I wouldn't mind a robot voice simulator of that voice for every player's introductions as the international scene's answer to the GSL's epic Street Fighter guy intros and that sort of stuff.
I like what GSL's been doing this season. They've been doing the whole like, season 1 was the Korean Reina voice actor with all the intros. Season 2 is the Kerrigan
cool.
Korean voice actor, and now it's the soy boy Artanis coming in for the 3rd season.
Everyone's favorite character.
The most beta of all heroes. I always tease Fear Dragon for thinking that Artanis is the coolest hero ever. I'm like, oh, I bet your favorite Ninja Turtle's Leonardo as well. And he's like, it is Leonardo. I'm like, I knew it.
I love vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream is my favorite. I don't drink tea, I drink hot water.
Well, the builds are starting to line up here. Back to standard openings for both of them so far. No cheeky pylons, no proxies, both scouting early. Stalker, Sentry for nice. Wants to do hallucinations. Haas is going double Stalker. And into that 3rd pylon on the low ground for both of them, setting up for potential expands. And it really does look like they're both going to go to 2 base. We may just see a Blink War.
May indeed. Pylon being plopped down, but nice to see what comes out of those gateways from Haas. It's straight into the Sentry here. So looks like Nice just wants to expand.
Stargate going down for Haas is going to allow him to work his way upwards. Oracles featured heavily in the series so far. Wouldn't be surprised to see more of those coming out. 3rd and 4th gateway units immediately. Nexus coming down just before the 3-minute mark. Haas looking like he wants to take his own, yeah. Definitely going to go straight up to 2 base for both players.
He gets that kill, actually. No cancel. That's always nice.
Gets in there just when it starts. Not a lot of hit points on it. 100 minerals. Good kill. Hallucination is going to scout everything coming, though. And, I wonder how much Haas commits. I think when this is scouted this early, I would put one and just pivot to another tech. But a lot of players say, you know what, that's just silly. Because you need to go 2 oracles because you can get so much value. You just don't throw them away. You just use them more carefully. You're more patient. Because just 1 oracle is shield battery shuts it down too hard. But if you get 2, it's much more... It's just a bigger problem. It forces a bigger reaction.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Faster Nexus for Nice, though. So even though, you know, a bit of a shaky start, losing that shield battery for free, he is going to have more probes soon enough, like the next minute or so. And what is the tech path here for Haas? So it was just going Stargate here. First oracle across the map, second one on the way. 2 oracles can mitigate a shield battery completely. Just ignore it if they're tied up in their attacks. And then Twilight Council. So not going to lean too heavily on Stargate. Haas going to switch gears here, start concentrating on the ground army.
All right, Stalker's warping in. There is an oracle coming around the left-hand side. There's like a crazy amount of dead space on this map. There's only 1 Stalker in that main, but good positioning here from Nice. Yeah, he'll lose a couple probes. The Adepts are going down, and I think this is the way you'd rather have it. Honestly, defending this sort of pressure, I would rather lose 3 probes, shut down the units, and not have to worry about it, especially if I'm getting 2 of my own Adepts in.
This is good damage here from Nice, finding a bunch of probes. He's already ahead in workers, so this just makes things from bad to worse for Haas. Yeah, Adept does go down. Haas going to hit back with the oracles, target firing the probes, but doesn't find damage. He's going to lose one of the oracles in a second. Oh, it just escapes.
Haas is down 3 workers after that. Forge is down much earlier for Nice, but his Blink is going to be a lot slower to try starting when Blink is already on the way there for Haas. And Forge going to come down as well. It's going to go to that Blink War that we kind of thought it might be looking at the openings here. Bit of aggression, but those 2 oracles still alive. So remember, even on, what was it, Lightshade? Which, Nice, that was actually the first map that Haas won. It was the oracle coming back in during the Stalker fight that killed like 8-9 probes and created a big problem for Nice.
Yeah, the oracles of Haas biding their time here. 2 at a piece there by the minerals. The Adepts are going to try and gut check Nice's natural again. It is Blink for both players. Blink starting up a little bit quicker here for Haas as he gets these extra gateways down. One of the gateways here for Nice still seems like he's just on the 1. Concentrating on his tech path rather than just production at the moment. He's trying to solidify his economy. Oh, the Adepts are in again.
I think this is a decent enough shutdown from Nice. Just losing 3-4 probes is not the end of the world. The Oracles, of course, nabbing one on the 3rd base to round that out to 4 kills. But definitely just keeping things busy here for Nice, who has the quicker 3rd base, but is down on probes temporarily. And only now does Nice add those next couple of gateways to get up to the 4 gateway count. Almost a full 40 seconds behind on those. And we've seen that Haas is the one who's much more gun-ho on non-stop Stalker warpins and wanting to push across. So this is playing out rather similarly to Lightshade so far.
Starcy's third Nexus as well. Our boy Haas is going full macro mode here in this PvP. Just going punch for punch for nice.
Yeah, well, we say that, but it's definitely going to move across. He doesn't have a robo, though. Does he not have a forward warp in pylon? Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. I think Haas really wishes he had a forward pylon. He's got to just hit his probes. You're absolutely right. He kind of has to go macro mode from here. 10 Stalkers can have a bit of a poke, but this is really just to try to distract so the Oracles can do damage. And you know what? A cannon going up in each mineral line? Oh, nice. Making sure he has insurance against these sort of shenanigans. I love it.
Cannon is going to help against the Oracles. Also, the Invisible Men come later. A fantastic addition, always worth the 150 minerals in that case. Yeah, we are seeing just a bit of a lull in the action, honestly. Just both players macroing on their side of the map. We have Oracles to Haas on the map, but they're idle.
Well, Haas denied the scouting of the previous hallucination, so Nice was worried. He thought he was being all in. He now sees the third base finishing and is like, oh, damn. Immediately starts probes up, but he's way behind now. I'm 12 probes behind. He was ahead on the probes earlier in this game. Haas here has run away with the worker count. Really good play from Haas, just denying the information. And the fact that those Oracles are just there, dude, I cannot. He's a tiger in the grass right now. You know, he's just waiting for his opponent to separate from the pack, waiting for the Stalkers, those big, fully grown Protoss units to separate. When he finds a bunch of those undefended little probies, he's going to pounce.
Oh, Haas is heading towards the Giga Chad unit comp. While Nice goes for the beta unit comp of Chargelot Immortal Archon, Haas is going to go for Blink Disruptor. I love it. Attaboy, Haas.
Second Robo as well. He might just go straight Colossus, actually.
Potentially, yeah.
Maybe.
They have utility for sure, but I feel like Disruptor is more likely. Oh my god, starts Phoenixes and a second Stargate. What is this?
Yeah, I think he's preparing to deal with his opponent's disruptors as well, right? So just adding some Immortals for now, but we'll find out what that Robotech is in a moment. And it is the disruptors, the big balls coming out for Haas. Big Stalker Immortal Sentry push coming across the map. You know what? These stasis traps, dude. These stasis traps. Just watch this. Have you ever walked through a field filled with rakes and had them all hit you in the face one at a time? Because that's what's going to happen, dude.
I did see that Simpsons episode with Sideshow Bob. I do remember that. So many stasis wards here. Haas's defensive position looks pretty powerful, especially considering the disruptors in the mix now as well. The Nova could be timed out to hit those Stalkers.
Yeah, Nice has got to change it up. I think he's got to like drop a fourth, and this is not going to do anything. He's got to leave, and I think that's a wise choice for Nice to get out of there. He starts 2 Stargates to deal with the disruptors. Oh, Haas. He's so smart, dude. He's like, look, I have a disruptor. He's already got his Stargates ready. I feel like he almost wants to bait Nice into Phoenix and already have more Phoenix than him. I mean, he's not building them right now, but if he can get the information, that's clearly, yeah, he starts Phoenix now. This is his plan. Oh, he's so smart. Dude, like earlier, remember, how has Haas been winning these games? Remember, Nexus first. He waves that red cape. He's like, come on, charge at me, bull. He's really good at kind of shepherding his opponent into a certain path, which he's already prepared to counter.
So you're saying he's a good beta?
Indeed.
A master beta or?
Yeah, a master of beta.
A grandmaster beta. Damn, yes. Dude, that's good. That's a good beta right there. Well, we're looking forward to seeing how this unfolds here. As Nice continues to cycle his army around very defensively, very conservatively, very close to the chest. Do you have one Oracle flying on in, just picked up? I think that was the last one there for Haas. And it is all about the Colossi. Haas getting a third Stargate as well. Oh, PogChamp. I love it.
Haas is just out macroing him at this point as well and preparing for the late game with such an edge. Like he's up 13 workers. Nice is tentatively thinking about a 4th base, and Haas is just like Colossus and Phoenix. Like he's just making a crazy good late game army. This is looking, honestly, to me, I'm like, how do you win this next fight? Well, Stalkers are actually, they're milk. They are milk. It's been in the fridge for 2 weeks. It's on the use by date at this point for Nice. Like they're still, you can drink it. It's still palatable, but it's probably not good for you. And the longer this goes, the more that milk is going off. These Stalkers aren't going to be that good. Haas, he kind of knows this. He's like, hey, let's see if I can do something with these while I replace them with good units. I have a big economy. I'm happy to play the longer game. Nice, on the other hand, is just way down on economy. He's adding his own disruptors now, but he's going to lose this Phoenix war when it comes down to, you know, push comes to shove. It really looks like he's behind on the Phoenix count.
Absolutely. You know, he's going double Stargate Phoenix, which, you know, normally makes you feel pretty confident about having a decent Phoenix count, but he's up against triple Stargate Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Fleet Beacon even on the way here for Haas to get that Anion Pulse Crystals.
The Phoenix are going to ravage the natural. These Stalkers come up. They're to the top right. Haas here once again just baits him out of position. Phoenix run in on the natural and say goodbye, economy. Did you think you were going to catch up in economy? Not at all. Lots of probes going down there for one Phoenix. A good trade-off. He's getting his Fleet Beacon up behind this. Does lose a few Stalkers in the retreat, but so many Colossus behind that. No, he's actually okay. He does have extended thermal lamps. I was like, dude, he has 5 Colossus. Oh no.
Oh wow, that went really bad for Haas there. Nice actually pounced on that small cluster of Phoenixes. Guess they got thinned out in the natural from static defense or units back there.
Well, he's building them 3 at a time. I mean, he was for a bit, but oh, he may have messed that up a little bit. Yeah, well, he's got the 5 Colossus, so he's still got the better ground army right now, but he's going to carriers from here. Interesting. Nice coming in now, answering actually. Doing a good job of taking down these probes. Remember that we normally do think of Nice as the better long game player. It's been one of these very weird ones though. So I wasn't sure if Nice would know how to play from here. Now, he does not have the onion pulse crystals.
Onion pulse crystal.
Yeah, the onion pulse crystals.
Yep.
Makes him shoot further. Whereas we're going to see that upgrade probably at some point for Haas if he goes into Phoenix, but I guess he's just going to go straight carrier mothership. And yeah, Templar Archives is being added. It feels like Nice is going to look for a timing, and maybe actually with no carriers out.
And the Disruptor as well. Get it. Oh no.
His Phoenix win the fight. His Phoenix are winning that air fight massively, and there's not that many Stalkers on the ground. He could just force it here. Nice might actually be able to break him. He's up 20 something.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a very large army. He's grabbing those Disruptors, taking them out of the mix. He's got Disruptors of his own ready to launch those Novas forward. Haas can't stop these Disruptors because his Phoenixes are getting overwhelmed by Nice's air army. This was not meant to happen, and those Interceptors are just... Oh, man, they are tears in rain here against these Phoenixes.
Yeah, the Interceptors are going down. However, those Colossus are now coming to work, and that's where you see the power of Haas's army. Those Colossus adding down a ranged barrage of death and destruction. And a fight that started so well for Nice ended terribly, with all the Colossus still standing, except for that one that died at the very beginning of the fight, and the Phoenix have to back on out. So Nice here is adding another Stargate Fleet Beacon, but he's lost so many of his units there. He's only on 4 bases. I think Nice desperately needs a 5th and needs to make some transition into maybe Tempests. I think probably getting out a lot of Tempests is the way to do this.
Yeah, I mean, Tempests are a fantastic anti-Colossus unit, of course. You know, especially with the Oracle tag, you can get that maximum value from the Tempest, maximum range from the Tempest. Just Phoenixes. We just saw Phoenixes in that battle, especially with the shield battery there. They take a little bit too long to kill the Colossi in a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Very good against probes, very good against small clusters of gateway units. I think they can win this fight against these Stalkers, but they don't want to take it. Oh, there's the separated carrier from the pack.
Oh, shield battery. Overcharge goes down and says, get out of here. The Phoenix end up paying for their crimes there. They're going to tickle Mama a little bit, but that is a big Mama. She ain't going to go down to a little bit of a tickle. She hangs on there.
She hardly felt it.
Yeah, she's got layers of armor. And one of the highest hit points, probably the highest hit point unit in the game, right? 700, right? 350 shields, 350 hit points. Even tankier than an Ultralisk is Mama.
Yeah, she is a heckin' chunker. There is only one of her, so it's easy to focus her down. Ooh, speaking of focusing down, a lot of probes dying there for Haas. Good work and damage there with Nice's army. But it does feel like, speaking of armies, Nice's is a little bit wanting. You know, not a whole lot here in terms of firepower. Supply's a little low as well. He's trying to take into Tempest at the moment. Ooh, Nova's coming forward. If he can hit all the Colossi and erase them, there's definitely hope here for Nice.
Well, the Phoenix can actually still do okay versus the Interceptors, right? Oh, there's not many Disruptor shots left on the ground, though, and the Tempests are starting to take some big hits. Oh, only a couple Tempests out, but, you know, if you can get Haas to retreat, the Tempest's always going to be good from a distance. And Disruptors, anytime they fire and land on the army, Disruptors are just the best anti-ground unit in the game. Phoenix are trying to bait him in here. Disruptor shots, ooh, will they go out?
Colossus. Disruptor shots are coming forward here for Nice to try and hit with Haas's army. He clips a couple of the Colossi there. Ooh, good Novas from Nice. Very low hit point Colossi. Easy targets for those Phoenixes.
Just lost all of his Phoenix, though. That is one problem.
But he has Tempests.
Lots of them as well. Yeah, he's going to hit that point where he can one-shot these carriers in the near future, and +2 is about to finish for those carriers. Only +1 attack, +1 shields done for Nice. And his top right base is about to get snipped off. He's going to lose that one. And a bunch of probes throwing. Ooh, nice. So many probes about to go down.
Yeah, the army of Haas is going to catch that probe transfer, slicing through those probes with the magic of laser beams. Well, I guess it's science, not really magic, but whatever. Protoss also have spells.
The High Templar attack is definitely magic, but
yeah,
those ones mostly lasers and robots shooting lasers, but cannons and batteries going down. I don't know. Feel like you definitely need a 5th base here is nice. It's all about this frontal fight, though. Ooh, one carrier getting low. Where is the revelation? These Tempests are way too far forward.
And they're not target firing there. They were looking at interceptors there for a second. Now they're focusing down the carriers. Nova's screaming forward. The Colossi of Haas get the Novas on them. The big blink forward from Nice, trying to get those Stalkers into the mix.
Oh, all the Tempests have gone down, though. These carriers are just ravaging right now, even with the batteries going. It feels like... Oh my gosh. I mean, batteries are good. Archon is good. That Archon's killed a lot of interceptors in this fight. Interceptor count's low. Only 30 interceptors here, but 3 more carriers come in. As long as Haas keeps those carriers alive, this is a massive victory for him.
And he sees diving for that Tempest. He's like, this is the only thing that's a threat to me, even though there's just one. Archon actually doing some splash damage on the ground here. Blink Stalker's coming forward as well.
Yeah, it's just too much though. This is all that's left.
Yeah, Haas got this.
Haas with the carriers manages to take down. I mean, this was such a complicated army for Nice. The big problem was the fact that so much of it was in Stalkers, and you can micro the disruptors on their ground. Your Phoenix can clean up the interceptors. Your Tempest can focus fire the carriers.
One map to decide it all, and I love it when it comes down to the wire like this. In the bottom right here, winning Game 6. Can he win Game 7 and take the throne back for himself? This is Haas.
And the new #1 ranked player in Taiwan. He looked great last season. Much closer finals this season, but he wants it, and he wants it bad. In the top left, representing Alpha X, he is Nice.
We've seen him get better and better and better over time. Felt like 2020 was really the year when Nice was blossoming. It was a bud that became a beautiful flower. And Haas has got his shears, man. He's ready to prune that beautiful looking flower bud, turn him back into a stem. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to grow again next year, mate.
Nice. Someone who I think on paper, his stats are much higher than Haas. Honestly, when we look at it, he has evolved all of the standard stats that people look for. But the thing is that Haas, well, he has that way of just forcing you into the strange zone, really leveraging his strategic understanding, his knowledge. And he's going to start off this one with a hidden pylon down at the 3rd base. Would not mind a proxy there. Just kind of a defensive proxy, right? Hide your tech, freak your opponent out. Nice way to start things.
Yes, indeed. I did want something a little bit wild here because it is submarine. This is also the map that Haas vetoes the hell out of in every matchup, by the way. So seems like a map that he just doesn't enjoy potentially, just because it's the first ban that he's done every series so far that we've seen of Haas in Taiwan.
There's just not enough proxy locations, Maynard. The map's too small.
Hard to be underhanded.
Yeah. So he's just going to proxy a 3rd gate.
Why
he's
not?
going to go 3 gate. Ooh.
I love it.
Is, yeah. Definitely looking like he wants to proxy something down there. Keep no eyes on
Waiting
that.
for the 100 gas. Robo.
Wow, okay.
I mean, Nice might spot this with the probes
He
coming
just
down here
queued
south.
it to exactly where it is. Oh, Nice has been scouting for proxies really well all series long. He finds it. Well done.
Howdy, neighbor. What you got down there? Oh my god.
Cancels it.
Yeah, immediately in Stargate, and Nice going for Stargate as well. Stargate's a fantastic response to Robo. And it's also not a bad response to Stargate. So not like it's a huge edge for either player.
Oh my god, look at this big brain moment, Maynard. Nice has sent a probe down the bottom left to check. He's like, I bet he might have canceled that. But look at what Haas has waiting for him. A Stalker on patrol, but no, he pulls it back. Stay out there. You got to stay out there. Haas really
he'll
wants
still
to
kill it. He'll still
stop
kill
this.
it.
Yeah. Oh, will he? Oh, he actually did kill it in time. Did not see that it was cancelled. Oh, well done. Great preparation. Nice, though. Pushing down here with 4 Stalkers. He wants to confirm. He's like, no. I know who I'm playing against. I need to confirm.
Yeah, you do indeed. And there we go. Sees that Robo has been cancelled. So the 2 options here are either, Twilight Council, is he going down that path, or is it Stargate? So Nice needs a little bit more information here. Hallucination's not really abound just yet. Going to get a pylon there in the natural. Haas doesn't really have the firepower to stop this.
Now, he didn't recall his 3 Stalkers home, but Nice is going to grab 1 pylon. He's going to look for the other pylon as well. He's got to be careful he doesn't get trapped down there. This is a very ambitious move from Haas. He's got to be ready to recall. He does not have a recall ready right now. Oh, Nice. Careful. You could get punished. This is way too greedy for Game 7.
Yeah, 5 Stalkers against 4. That's not in Nice's favor. Going to lose like a big 2.
Oh, 3 hit points, Maynard barely survives, and you know what? Comes back in time to defend the Oracle. Ooh, nice Oracle doing damage. Haas Oracle not finding anything yet.
Yeah, the Stalkers are here to meet it. It's dead.
Oh, goes down. Haas loses his Oracle, loses 6 probes at home. A fantastic start for Nice, who at the end of it is only up 2 probes, funnily enough. But you know what? Keeping the Oracle alive, having a second Oracle to join it. Phoenix do not deal with oracles very well. Yes, a Phoenix can slowly hunt it down, but it's not going to kill it quickly. You can kind of ignore it, tank it, and just go in there and kill a lot of probes. And with 2 oracles joining up, this Phoenix needs to find them before they go in.
Phoenix is not what it used to be against oracles, of course. It's going to tickle them a little bit, but...
Oh my gosh.
Just open that window. What is he playing, Metal Gear here? Phoenix is just like, huh? What was that noise?
Oh, Oracle mismicro from Nice there, but still going to grab 6 kills. He's going to lose that Oracle as well, though. Ouch. Worth it. I think that is worth it at this stage to do more damage, like in terms of overall in the opening. Obviously, you'd want more at that stage, but still up 8 workers. Opening looking great for Nice. It's going to go into a Robo. Both of them building Phoenix, except more for Nice. So Nice is going to win this little Phoenix war, have a few Phoenix for harassing and scouting. And Haas's hopes are on these Adepts, which get found.
They do indeed. Last Adept Shade could also be interrupted if he goes to the other lift, but there's Stalkers here to meet it anyway, so this Shade is suicidal for the Adept. Doesn't find any value at all. Nice. Really to be grabbing this game by the short hairs.
It's good to see him assert dominance. You know, there's been a few moments where he's looked a little dicey in this series. It feels like he's let a few things slip away from him, but now just showing his class so far in this game. Haas is going to have to dig deep, and it's kind of hard when you've got someone who's scouting as well as Nice. How do you pull a fast one on him? How do you trick him? It's very difficult.
Yeah, he's tried proxying structures, canceling those structures, switching gears, but Nice has been keeping tabs. He's like, I know who I'm up against, like Pig mentioned. I know who I'm up against. I'm going to double check, triple check, make sure. You see that going to the top right here for Haas. Nice's Phoenix is still just owning the map. He's got map control here thanks to these flying units.
Yeah, Gateway Explosion so much quicker for Nice, who's already saturated both bases fully. He's going to lose a Phoenix for his troubles, potentially. Oh, saves it. Control. Nice control. I love that shuffle. Getting the low one to the back, getting the healthy Phoenix in front to potentially tank. Now, Haas is going to proxy a second Stargate in the bottom left. So he's banking on overturning the Phoenix lead. But there's going to be so many Blink Stalkers out by then. This is one of those like Haas things where I'm like, I get it. But I think he's under the impression Nice is committing a lot more to this than he is. It feels like Haas, if he commits to a whole lot of Phoenix here, well, they're going to show themselves and go, haha, win the Phoenix fight and run into 20 Stalkers and just go, oh no, well, now we just die at home. Like, how do we stop a Stalker push? I'm not sure if Haas is going to be able to add things like Colossus and Disruptors in time behind this.
Haas's brother and sees what's happening in Nice Town. And he gets a look at the gateway count. Now, does this make Haas rethink the strategy? He's still got that second Stargate coming on in. So he believes in 2 Stargate Phoenix here. Making Immortals back at home. Triple Stargate, excuse me.
Triple Stargate Phoenix is just going to try and explode that count. It's going to be hard to get enough to really overwhelm the economy, but I can see how it works. If you can, just start picking up a bunch of probes, overwhelm the Phoenix in a separate fight, catch a few Stalkers on their own. There's a way this could work. You're building Immortals and batteries to defend any counter Blink Stalker attack. Nice is very confused right now. He's like, what are you doing, dude? This is not normal. I've got an observer in your base. You're still building Phoenix. You got next to no production. What is this? He keeps sending in hallucinations. This base looks so empty. Nice cannot understand what's happening right now. He's like, are you really that far behind?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd say he's behind, but not that far. As we can see here with our Caster God cams, we know all about that extra Stargate to the south side. I mean, this is a probe eraser amount of Phoenixes.
Oh, there's a lot of anti-air though. Does fly over the Phoenix, which does pretty well. Loses a whole bunch of his own Phoenix though. He's lost 2 Phoenix there. Whole bunch very low in the red. And gets a little bit of damage. He's gonna continue to double down on the Phoenix. He's adding a Robo Bay. Second Robo behind this. Channeling his inner Rotterdam. Phoenixes, Colossus. This is definitely the sort of stuff that Roddy would love to see. Lots of Immortals to start. They are going to try to hang on against this big old counterattack. It's a mass Blink Stalker attack from Nice.
Just good old Phoenix Immortal here with the Phoenix on the other side of the map to get some more probe damage done. And using all of their lifts, so they're not going to be able to assist, but there's too many Stalkers for them to really be a whole lot of help anyway. Haas cancels his third base. Nice still has his, even though he lost a bunch of probes, still has the ability to make 3 probes at once.
Oh, the blink.
Probes at the moment.
He's going for the main. He's going for the main with the force field. Prism has loaded up sentries, and he is going to blink up all of his Stalkers here. And he says, this is my base now. Get out. And Haas, I mean, he can't recall. No energy in the main. He can't recall.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Nice is inside the main. And Haas can't get back up there. The force fields are good. The Immortals are too chonky. And without energy, he's got no recall. Nice jumps up in his seat. He's like, oh, is this it? Am I champion again? 2 seasons in a row?
Oh my God. What a way to finish off the series. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I can't break a whole ton of Immortals in that natural with batteries, but guess what? I got the flexibility. Comes up onto the high ground and just climbs right inside of him. A lovely way to finish off this series. A big disruptor shot there for Haas. But his main base is gone.
Yeah, he's going to need more where that came from. Haas is just trying to fight with what he can, but he doesn't even have the supply to be able to build anything. He's got 4 pylons that need to finish up here for him to actually make anything. He's got Immortals coming in for that low ground, trying to use Prism Fairy here to shave into this Stalker count. You know, Haas's army is bigger. Big blink forward there from Nice. A lot of Haas's army is Phoenixes, though, which just aren't super useful here, except for, shutting down the Prism, sure.
Evac there with the recall. A few Stalkers blink out. And that is a 1 base Haas. 37 probes, 1 base. He has 6 Immortals, a Disruptor, 7 Phoenix, a Sentry, and a Dream. He is continuing to build Phoenixes. He's trying to retake his 3rd base at this point. But Nice is simply doubling down on his production, adding batteries at home to defend any potential counterattack. Stalkers going across map. 7 shield batteries at home. Seems like a bit of overkill.
Haas is still very anti-Stalker, but Nice, like you mentioned, he's 3 bases against 1 here. Haas trying to get up another base. His main, his tech, it's gone. He's trying to replenish it now.
Goodbye,
he's
Disruptor.
Making 2 Disruptors at a time. Yep, gets the Disruptor there. He's making 2 at a time, so we'll be able to replenish.
Yeah. Oh, these Phoenix picking up a lot of these Stalkers here. Obviously, we saw nice panic last time he was in that scenario. Kept fighting, remember, and lost all of his Stalkers. This time he does choose the better part of Valor and retreats. I wouldn't mind seeing that 4th base. Keep talking about it here, because I think he just can't fathom the idea of Haas saying, yeah, I'm going to just rebuild and go back to 2 base and try to macro or 2 base versus 3. Like, he's like, no, I knocked you down to 1 base and I killed all your tech in production. You can't keep playing this game. You need to leave. But Haas, I mean, he's not going to give up. He's got a ton of Immortals. This is an amazing anti-Stalker out.
Even though Nice is a 2 upgrade lead here, he's got +2 attack on these Stalkers. The counter to the Stalkers is here in spades for Haas. Not only the Immortals, but also the Disruptor as well.
There is a Zealot drop coming down the right-hand side. It's economy. DT Shrine is finished. Double Robo Disruptor coming out for Nice as well now. And is going to try and hit the left-hand side with the Stalker. Zealots on the right. He realizes that Haas's economy is small. He cannot take a lot of damage. Phoenix going to try and respond to those Zealots. Oh, Prism goes into the main to warp in, but there's nothing there. He's like, wait, you haven't even rebuilt your main base. Oh my lord, your economy's bad.
And these invisible men are something that Haas just doesn't want to have to deal with at this point. He's got a detector in the natural. He could detect the DT, lift it up. Oh man, Nice taking a huge econ lead and also grabbing some disruptors there in the natural.
Wow. Gets a Phoenix, gets a Disruptor. The DT still going ham. Stalkers run to the left-hand side. Disruptor used to take out the DT. Oh, but Haas is just done. I mean, there's a fourth on the way. Nice has got +3 DTs, Disruptors, Stalkers, more DTs warping into the natural and the main. Haas here running around. He's got probes in his army. I mean, at this point, he's doing a pull the boys. And I'll tell you what, if you think charge lot Disruptor's hard to control, try using a probe pool with your Disruptor shots. It's awkward as all hell.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't charge lots. They're just regular zealots, unfortunately, because Haas never managed to get charged on.
Yep. Got a DT just killing pylons one at a time. Oh, this has been such a good play from Nice. And, you know, with that big pause, with the tech issues, with Haas getting into the lobby, the big delay on the start of this finals, I was a bit worried that Nice might lose a bit of focus. We might not see the best series. But we've seen a lovely series. It's been scrappy. It's been chaotic. Both players have really tried to mind game each other. We've seen some very cool Stargate tech swaps from Nice and Haas, really trying to get the correct tech to take each other down. The openings have been dynamic. At the end of the day, though, Nice has just been so consistent and solid, and I'm very impressed with this player.
And all he needs to do here is hold on, as Haas is all in AF. There's not a whole lot left for him in the tank. He is running on fumes, and Nice, he's money for days. He's lighting cigars with $100 bills over here. He's got Disruptors ready to ruin this entirely almost immortal army of Haas. The Phoenix is trying to lift up some Disruptors, but there's only so many lifts that are in these Phoenixes, and only so many Phoenixes. Nice Stalkers biding their time. Ooh, Nova from Haas gets 2 of the Disruptors there of Nice. But again, the numbers are just here for the blue Protoss and not really here for the red one. GG. Nice is champion of Taiwan 2 seasons in a row.